Hello students, this video is completely dedicated on the operations with arrays. In previous video, I have already explained the introduction of NumPy and creation of array with different methods. So in this video, we will discuss only the operations with arrays. So I will cover the topic that is accessing the elements, 1D array, accessing the elements, 2D array, array slicing, joining or concatenating NumPy array, obtaining subsets of array, contiguous and non-contiguous, and the last arithmetic operations on 2D array. So let us start with the first topic, that is accessing element from the 1D array. This topic is already discussed in the previous video, how any element can be accessed from the 1D array. For the array is indexed forward and backward. Forward 0 to next number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and backward -1, -2, -3. So if any element needs to be extracted, that index must be written with the print command with the array name. So print AR, that is the array name, and 3 is the index of this array. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will extract the 9. So you will get the 9 when you write the index 3. When index 1 is written, that is 0 and 1, so it will give you the 5. -2, in reverse indexing, we can also extract the any element of the 1D array. So -1, -2. So -2 will give you the number 4. So in this way we can extract any element from the array, from the 1D array, using the index number in positive index or negative index. Next is accessing elements from the 2D array. So we have to do the same thing again, importing NumPy as NP or any other variable. Here it is the 2D variable, 2D array. So 2D array can be accessible using the row number and column number. So the first row is treated as 0, second row is treated as 1, first column 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. So this is the way the 2D array is indexed. So to access any particular element of the 2D array, we have to write the row number and column number. So 0 row and three column number. So 0 is the first row. So from this third 3 number index, 0, 1, 2, 3, so 9. So 9 will be accessible from this command. 1, 2. So this is the 1, 0 and 1. This row is the 1 index, and 2, 0, 1, 2. So this 2, 1 and 2, 8 will be accessible from this command. So in this way we can access any element of the 2D array using the row index or column index. It is the combination of row index and column index. Only one index will not access the particular element. It will only access the particular row. If you write 0, it will display the 0 row. If you write 1, it will display the 1 row, complete 1 row data. So this is the way you can access any particular elements of the 2D array. Now slicing of 1D array, and that is extract subset of array. In previous slides we were learning how any one element can be accessed, but now we have to know how the subset or a range of data can be accessible from the array. So this is the array name AR. So from the AR array we have to access from index 3 to 7. So 3 to 7, you know the indexing 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is from 0 to 7 index. You know the last number is not included when we access the a range of data from the array. So it will access from index 3 to 6 only. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So from 8 to 14 it will access. That is the sixth. So here it is 0, 3, index 3 to 6 will be accessible. Colon 5 means from this 0, if there is a no starting number is given, it should be considered as from the beginning. So from 0 to 5. So 5 will not included, it will only, the last digit will be excluded. So it will access from 0 to 4. So 0 to 4, that is from 2 to 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0 to 4 will be accessed that. So this you will get this result when you give this command to access from this array. 4 colon means starting from the fourth index to the last. So 10 is the fourth index and the last is 5. So 10 to 5. Colon minus 1. So this will give you from starting to minus 1. Minus 1, that is the reverse indexing, minus 1, minus 2. So it will display you from starting to minus 2. The last number will be excluded. Minus 1 will be excluded. So it will give you the minus up to minus 2. So from 2 to 14, it will give you 2 to 14. Minus 5 colon means minus 5, from minus 5 to minus 2. So from minus 5 to minus 2, so reverse indexing is being used. So minus 2 is this 14, but it will exclude the minus 2, it will display up to minus 3, and from minus 5. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. From 8 to 12 it will display minus 5 to minus 3 because 2 will be excluded. Here it is 2 colon 7 means 2 to 7, index 2 to 7, but it will display index 2 to 6 because 7 will be excluded. And colon 2 means the two step it will take, means it will skip one and display you the second one. So 2 to 7, that is 6 to 5, but 5 will be excluded because that is the seventh one. So it will display you 6 to 14, but alternate second step it will take. So 6 it will left this one, and second step 10, from 10 to second step 14. So 6, 10 and 14 will be displayed as a result. So it will skip 1. If 3 is there, in place of 2, it will skip 2 and third will be displayed. So like that you can understand this. Some more extracts. Now extract subset array from the 2D array. Slicing of 2D array, and we have to extract the data from the 2D array. So here NumPy is imported and this is the 2D array. This will look like this type of array. Indexing is already done 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So here you can see the same array is written like this so that you can understand better. So to extract, we have to extract any subset means range of data. So here it is written 1 colon 3 means 1 to 3 row. So 0, 1 to 3, but it will include only 2 because last number will be excluded. So 1 and 2 will be only the part of this subset, and 2 to 4, so it will include 2 to 3 only column, 2 to 3 column. So 1 to 2, that is this row, and 2 to 3, that is 22, 24, 30, 32. So you can see this will be your output when you give this command, 1 colon 3, 2 colon 4. So 1 colon 3 is the row number and 2 colon 4 is the column number, column index, and the last number is excluded. In place of 3, it will only access 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Same here, 1 to 3, and no index is given for the columns. So it will display you the subset of row 1 to 2, third will be excluded, and all the columns. So 1 and 2, 18, 20, 18, 20, 22, 24, and this row will be displayed. So here you can see this will be your result when you give this command in respect of this array. Colon and 2 to 4. So for all row is included. If only colon is given for the in place of row, all row will be included, and 2 to 4, so 2 to 3 column will be included, only 2 column will be included. So all row and 2 to 3, 14, 16, 14, 16, 22, 24, 32, 30 and 32, 38 and 40. So this will be your output, all row and only 2 columns will be included. Here 1 colon 4 means 1, 2, 3. Last will be excluded. So 1, 2, 3 row will be included. Step 2 means after 1 it will display 3. 1 will be skipped. And 0 to 4 is step 3. Here at step 2 is given, so 1 will be skipped. Here step 3 is given, so 2 will be skipped. So in row 1 to 3, it will only select the 1 and 3 because 1 is skipped due to this number 2. So 1 and 3, and 0 to 4, 2 is skipped, so it will give you the 2 row 0 and 3. So you will get this 18, 24, 18, 18, 0 and 24, 3, and third 34 and 40. So you will get this output. Some more commands related to the extracting of subset 2D array, that is 3, row 3 and all columns -1. -1 will give you the backward result. Number will be reversed in backward of 1 step. So column 3, that is this number, and this double colon means all columns. So here all columns are there, and -1 means a step in the forward, 1 step in the backward manner. Backward manners, that's why it is started from the 40, 38, 36 and 34. So like this it is displayed. If only 1 will be there, so it will display forward manner. Next, colon 3 means starting from 3, so it will include only 2 up to 2, and all columns -2 step. So it will give you the two column skipping in backward manner. So 0 colon 3, so it will display 0 and 3. So 3 will be excluded, and 0 to 2, it will take only 0 to 2 index, 0, 1 and 2. 3 will be excluded, and all columns in reverse manner it will display a step 2. So 16, 12, 16 and 12, that is from the 0 row, 16 and 12 reverse manner, then 20, then 24 and 20, 24 and 20, and 32 and 28. So this will be the output of this command. Now this is for you to solve this problem on the basis of this array given. You solve this. These are the 8 problems are given, and give your reply in the comment section of this video so that I can check it. Now you can see it properly. You can write in your notebook and do it. Now the next is joining or concatenating NumPy array. How the two array can be added or concatenated or joined. So there are 3 methods that are used for concatenating the NumPy array. They are hstack, vstack and concatenate. These are the 3 functions we will use to concatenate all the 1D and 2D array. So here I have started combining 1D array horizontally and vertically. hstack added horizontally and vstack added vertically. So here import NumPy. As usual, toList is created, and now we are adding the toList and converting into array. So L1 and L2, hstack will add horizontally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you will get this type of output because horizontally, in horizontal all the columns are being added. Column wise it will add. And when you print AR you will get this, and the same when you use the vstack it will add row wise. Column will remain same, it will increase the rows. Here row will remain 1 and column will be added more. So this is the hstack where horizontally toList will be added, and vstack where vertically 2 rows will be added. Now combining 2D array horizontally and vertically. So here it is the two L1, the 2 array is given here, L1 and L2, and here I am adding using the hstack function L1 L2, so and print. So you can see here they are horizontally adding the 1, 2, 3 for the first list, and second list, first item of the second list is added here horizontally. Again the second item of the first list, second element of the first list, and second element of the second list will be added horizontally. So hstack adds horizontally, and the just reverse vstack add vertically. All the rows is added like this. So this is the way you can add or concatenate the two list or 2D list or 2D array. Now joining or concatenating array with concatenate functions. So here are the 3 array I have created, and concatenate array 1 and array 2 on the basis of axis 0. Axis 0 is vertical axis is called 0 and horizontal axis is called 1. So when axis 0 is written, it will add vertically, and when 1 is written, it will add horizontally. So you can see here axis 0 V stack, that is vertical addition, and axis 1, that is H stack, that is horizontal addition. So concatenate can add array 1, array 2 on the 0 axis. So vertically it will add, and concatenate 1 and 3, this 2 array is added on the axis of 1, that adds the horizontally 1 and 2 column wise. It will add row wise, it will add column wise. Here it is written already. So next, after concatenation, next topic is splitting. How we can divide the array. Contiguous subset means continuous all the element, continuous element can be divided. So here we will use three function H for splitting the array: H split, V split, and split. H split horizontally, V split will split an array vertically, and split on the basis of condition. So let us see how the H split works. So this is the one array, 2D array containing 4 rows. This is the output of this array. Here print AR array is printed, so you will get this output of this array. And H split array into 2 parts. AR, that is the array name, and 2 is this array is divided into 2 parts, and both will be stored in array 1 and array 2. So A1, A2 will store the 2 different parts of this array, and it will be divided horizontally. So here array A1 will contain the first 2 part and A2 will contain the second 2 parts. So it will divide this AR array into 2 parts horizontally, column wise. And V split, the same array is divided into vertically, that is row wise. First 2 row is divided, and the A2 contain the last 2 rows. So this is the way you can divide one 2D array into equal columns or equal rows. You can also divide into 4 different rows or 4 different columns, but we cannot divide it into 3 rows or 3 columns. So because they are not in the same proportion. So we have to keep in mind these things while giving the split command. Now the use of split function for Bundy array. When you give the split function on Bundy array, here it is written 2, 5. So 2, 5 means this array will be divided into 3 different parts. 0 to 2. 0 to 2 means last number will be excluded. So it will only divide 0 to 1. 0, 1 index. 2 to 5. So 2 to 5, last will be excluded, so 2 to 4. So that is 3, 4, 2. And the last 5 to last. So that is 5 to last. So here it is divided into 3 different subsets. 1, 2, that is 0 and 1. 2 to 5, that is 2 to 4. One last number is excluded. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. So this is the way the split works in the 1D array. It divides into 3 parts. You can also divide into some more parts, some less part, by changing the number according to the array. So here it is, the same split function is used on the 2D array. So this 2D array containing 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 4 columns. So split AR1 3 0 axis 0. Axis 0, you know, the vertically it divide row wise. Vertical axis, that is axis 0. So 1 3 means 0 to 1, 1 to 3 and 3 to last. So 0 to 1 means 1 will be excluded, so only one array is divided, that is 0, that is the first. 1 to 3, so 3 will be excluded, so only 1 to 2. So 1, that is this row and this row, 1 and 2, and the 3 to last. So but we have only 3, third one, so this is here. So it is divided into 3 array. So I think you understand the things, how it is divided by the 2 number into 3 different parts. It creates the range 0 to 1, 1 to 3 and 3 to last. It is not so difficult, so you can understand it. Now split function on the basis of on axis of 1. It will divide column wise, that is H stack column wise divides. So here 1 to 3 and axis 1. So 1 to 3 again it will divide 0 to 1, 1 to 3 and 3 to last. So first column, first 0 column, this is the 0 column, 1 2 5 9, 1 2 5 9. When you organize in the matrices, you will find this 1 column. This is the 1 2 column, 1 index 1 and 2 column, 3 will be excluded. So 1 and 2 column you can check it, and the last third column is here. So this is the way you divide vertically using the split on the axis of 1. 1 will divide vertically and 0 will divide horizontally. Splitting non-contiguous subset array. Non-contiguous means any random number will be extracted and it will be displayed as an 1D array. So non-contiguous, the number which will fulfill the condition, that will only extracted. So here it is a 2D array, and mod function is used. So mod function works to find the remainder. If the number is divided by, if this array is divided by 2, and that will give the 0, means if it is completely divided by 2, only that number will be extracted. So that will be stored in the E. Here extract will extract E from the AR. E, that is storing the only number which is extracted after dividing the by the 2 with 0 remainder. So here extract function will extract all the number which is completely divided by 2. So here SP, that will store in the SP, and SP is printed. So you will get this result 24686864. You can see these all numbers can be divided by the 2 completely. It will give the 0 remainder. But here 3, 7, 7, 9, these are not divided by the 2. So they are not the part of this output. Now the last topic of this video is arithmetic operation on 2D array. We can do all type of arithmetic operation like addition of number, subtraction of the number, multiplication, division, remainder. So it is very simple. This is the 2D array, and array array is added with the 2 number, and that is stored in AR1, that, and AR1 is being printed. So 2 is added in each element. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, but 2 is added. So 1 will become 3, 2 will become 4, 3, 5, 4, 2 is added and becomes 6. So all this array increased by the 2. Each element is added by 2, simply by adding the 2. If you subtract array -1, 1 will be subtracted from each element. So you can see 1 becomes 0, 1 is subtracted, 2 become 1, 3 become 2, 4 become 3, like that, 9 become 8, 3 become 2, 6 become 5, 3, 4 become 3. So in this way you can do also the other operations like multiplying and dividing and remainder. So that is the last end of this video. If you understand, you can subscribe so that you can get the next video. Thank you very much.